Large regions across southern and southwestern China have been severely impacted by widespread and continuous flooding. Torrential rain has pounded multiple provinces, causing rivers to swell beyond their limits and triggering some of the worst floods in recent years. Towns and rural villages have been overwhelmed, as muddy waters surge through homes, roads, and public facilities, forcing many to flee for their safety. The most immediate consequence of the flooding has been the displacement of thousands of people. In many low-lying areas, residents had little time to gather belongings before they were evacuated. Shelters have been set up in schools, government buildings, and temporary camps, offering basic supplies and safety for those who lost their homes. Emergency teams have carried out water rescues using inflatable boats, helping people trapped in their houses, cars, or stranded in isolated areas. Entire neighborhoods have become submerged, and in some cities, underground garages and subways were flooded within hours. Vehicles have been swept away or left floating in submerged streets. In rural areas where infrastructure is less developed, the damage has been particularly devastating. Fields that were ready for harvest are now under several feet of water. Farmers face not only the loss of current crops, but also the challenge of restoring soil conditions for future planting seasons. Livestock has been lost, barns and storage facilities destroyed, and local food systems disrupted. Landslides triggered by saturated soils have caused additional destruction. In mountain regions, slopes gave way without warning, collapsing onto roads and cutting off entire villages. Bridges have buckled under the pressure of water, and roads have been washed away, making rescue efforts more difficult. The risk of further landslides continues to hang over communities built near unstable terrain. Power outages and communication blackouts have added to the difficulty of response efforts. In some affected regions, electricity and internet service have been unavailable for days. Families have struggled to contact loved ones, and businesses have been forced to suspend operations. The lack of access to clean water and basic sanitation in temporary shelters also raises health concerns, particularly the risk of waterborne illnesses spreading among evacuees. Beyond the social and humanitarian effects, the economic impact is substantial. Flooding has disrupted supply chains and damaged critical infrastructure. Major highways and rail lines have been temporarily closed, halting the transport of goods and people. Factories in low-lying industrial zones have flooded, damaging machinery, inventory, and production lines. Small businesses, especially those that rely on local foot traffic or agricultural products, have suffered severe financial losses. Recovery will take time, and for many, rebuilding their lives and livelihoods will not be easy. Environmental damage has also been significant. Floodwaters often carry debris, chemicals, and untreated waste into rivers and fields, contaminating natural resources and endangering aquatic life. The overflow of water treatment facilities has led to pollution in some urban rivers. Wetlands and forest areas that provide natural flood protection have been damaged, reducing their ability to absorb future rainfall. Despite these challenges, there has been a strong and coordinated emergency response. Local and regional authorities have mobilized rescue teams, firefighters, and military units to assist with evacuations, distribute aid, and monitor flood-prone areas. Dams and levees are being closely observed, with engineers working around the clock to reinforce weak points and release water in a controlled manner. Volunteers have also played a crucial role, delivering supplies to hard-hit areas and supporting families in need. The psychological toll of the disaster is growing. For many residents, this is not the first time they have experienced severe flooding. The trauma of losing one's home, business, or sense of security, combined with uncertainty about the future, has left deep emotional scars. Mental health support will be essential in the weeks and months to come. There is also a growing conversation around preparedness and resilience. As extreme weather becomes more frequent and unpredictable, experts and citizens alike are questioning whether existing infrastructure and response systems are enough. Calls are increasing for better urban planning, stronger flood defenses, and more investment in early warning systems. Building more resilient communities, especially in vulnerable rural areas, is becoming a national priority. In summary, the flooding in China over the past few days has brought disruption, destruction, and hardship to millions. From drowned farmlands to damaged cities, from displaced families to economic losses, the impact is both immediate and long-lasting. Yet, amid the devastation, there is also solidarity, resilience, and determination to recover. The road ahead will be difficult, but through coordination, innovation, and compassion, affected communities will rebuild and move forward.